everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3. So we have defeated the English invasions, we also defeated the Turkish invasion, and now we can get back to fighting the Austrians. And the first task in this is to attack Zagreb, Croatia. And then the second part of that will be to lead Napoleon and his army towards the strong point here in Budapest, Hungary. And once we've defeated these two, Austria is basically gone. They only got these two outskirts left. They won't be able to sustain any bigger army or anything. And I think we could even force them to become maybe vassal or something. Vassalize them. And, well, the Austrians will be done. And we can move on attacking the Ottomans and securing that route. And then after that, we'll have to go on to the Russians. So far, we've been able to stay out of war with the Prussians and the other German states around here. And I'm not entirely sure if I will start a war against them, because I believe that at some point they're going to declare war on me, and it's probably best if I declare war on them, so I'm prepared. Because at some point the relationship points with Prussia will decrease due to our territorial expansion to the point where they're going to join our enemies. And the Prussians are quite big, and they also have the Hessians as allies. They're also a very good relationship with Saxony and the other German states, except of course for the ones that side with me, like Bavaria and so on. Well, it's only is Bavaria actually, because we have annexed Stuttgart, Baden, Württemberg. Anyways, it's time to attack Zagreb. So because Lan is, well, he doesn't have any moves, so the attack will be led by Davo, and we'll make sure that Lan can come in as support. So it's 5,000 men. We outnumber the enemy by 900 men. Now I can switch around the troops here, and I do think we don't probably... Oh, well, actually we want some cavalry. But I think what we'll do is we'll move the light cavalry somewhere to the end there. So this is how it will go. Bringing in an extra general is going to be quite beneficial now, because we have unlocked the Inspire ability, which is quite powerful. So that's going to be useful. Let's go ahead and autosave just in case. I've had some problems with crashes. Most of the time it's been fine, but at certain occasions it has been, so it's always good to make sure that you don't have to redo a lot of stuff. Anyway, so the Battle of Zagreb. It's Carl Philipp, Prince of Schwarzenberg, versus Davo and Lan. And it looks as though he's set up there by the town. I'm pretty sure, since we actually outnumber the enemy a bit, that we will be able to strike them. What I should say, sort of a teaser for the big one, the big battle with Napoleon and his army. I actually started it up just to see how many men was going to take part in that battle. And just as a teaser, I'm going to say that the Austrians will deploy a total of 12,000 men in that battle, compared to French forces, which is about 5,000. So that's going to be very interesting. I didn't play the battle, because I thought, well, if I'm going to play such a large battle, I don't want to play it twice, because it probably is going to take quite a while to just go through all those Austrians. You know what? Let's form the line all the way up at the front. We got the light guys, or I guess they can be here, and then the Voltigeurs can be... well, they can hold the position right there. Cavalry will hide them in the forest. We'll hide them next to the battery, actually. Next to Davos. And... I wish there was like an arrow pointing where the reinforcements were going to come from. But we are ready. Let's start up the battle. So they're going to come on the road here. It would have been nice if they came exactly on the road. Reinforcements are turning up. And actually, the Austrians do outnumber us until the reinforcements have arrived. So maybe I should go ahead and wait until the reinforcements have turned up in full. He has lost a bit of his bodyguard. And right now we're bombarding the Austrians and they're not really pulling any shots back at us, so we might as well go ahead and wait. So far only 3 Austrian units are... You know what? Looking at the terrain though, there's an what's it called? A rise in the terrain here that we probably need to march up to get a good firing angle upon the enemy. So we're gonna march up like so. The guys closest to the town. I probably need to redraw this line. Yes. About by that tree, roughly. And the guys over there in the dip will probably swing towards the town, and maybe we can start getting some troops into the town even. Heavy cavalry stationed on the right. The guard marines come up behind there. Lan will be behind them. And oh yeah, I forgot about the Voltigeurs. Voltigeurs need to get up here. Quickly as well. Let's have them run. And now forces march through. This army consists mostly of these Fusiliers of the line, but it also has the troops from the Netherlands that we have. Davos, of course, his army was almost killed off in one of the battles, where they were taken by surprise by the enemy's advance. Cavalry has been spotted. First Horse Guards. Dragoon Regiment. But the line is about ready, so I do not fear the enemy that much. These two will swing up to get in position. These guys will continue on towards town. Voltigeurs are ready to take their place. The main Austrian force has been spotted. It's time to really dig in the troops. Get this cannon up here. And reserve infantry march up here as well. The Voltigeurs are doing their part. The Horse Guard, they're too strong to really be affected by the gunfire, so we're in need of forming square over there. Look at all these Austrians though. Let's go ahead and just slow-mo here. So many of them. Cannonball just flew through there and killed loads of them. They're just all over the place. We're gonna have to bring up Davos to support a line, and we're gonna need the cavalry to come in as well. These guys need to be swung out. Okay, we're gonna have to have some of them, I guess, as reserves. These two will be reserved behind the others. Yeah, you know what? It might be too late, but I want to push up to the wall. Yeah, it's probably too late to move them now. The square is under attack. And it's almost breaking. Where are the heavy cavalry? We'll need to speed them up to get into aiding that line. Heavy shots coming in from the Jaeger company, causing a lot of problems. The Voltgears taking heavy beating. The enemy has been... They're right behind there. Where are my heavy cavalry? Reform that square. Oh, they're coming in from behind. Form squares! Okay, the Voltgears need to get out of there. The enemy is coming on strong here. Send in the cavalry on the militia. And, oh, the light... Or the light flankers. There's no point in sending them as I was gonna send some men into a melee charge, but that's not gonna happen. Now you need to get those bloody Jaegers. The Austrian army is caught in the confusion of their attack, and they're breaking apart. Oh, loads of men over here as well. Get these guys away. The Austrian line is breaking up all over the place. Make sure that you get those bloody Jaegers away from me. The squares are holding, although this one out here suffered a lot because it was under the attack of the Jaegers. Okay, this one might get fired upon in the back, so we'll have these two retreat back as they're replaced by the others in the front line. You will take the place up here, and then the light cavalry will fall back after defeating the enemy. Right, I want to move you a bit further back. Let's have you go sort of like there. Davo, organize your men. The attack is going to come strong on this side, so it's good that we need these. Let's see, I have 140. They should be able to get into that building just to make it a strong point against the enemy, so they'll have to charge it to get through. These guys are being hit in the flank, so they need to fall back. Coming on strong here, the enemy. And we'll have this one just form square behind the line until we know what's going on. Who's under attack? It's Davo is being under attack. He's lost one of his bodyguards. He can stand next to the square instead. Form into square. Let's get the carbineers back. The cannon's never gonna get here in time. We do not need you guys in square anymore. Let's have the Marines take a position, and then these two will fan out to their right. Carbineers making their way back. They're set up in the forest, and then we have these 38. They will actually go in front of these two. Same time, the main battle is now focusing over on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and inspire this unit. Maybe I should have inspired the one that was in melee combat. Fire all you got, men! The St. George unit is an elite unit, very powerful. The troops there are suffering quite badly. You know what? Let's fan out along the wall. Let's see if we can get you up to the wall as well. I doubt the enemy will be able to push. The enemy was repulsed over here. I'm probably gonna switch out one of these units. This one looks to have been suffered more than the other, so this unit will switch to the front. And you will go back to forming square behind the line. Time to get in the house. Lots of Grenzers coming across here. getting fired upon. Let's get the carbineers in and around. Let's get Lan up here as well. These Netherlands, let's inspire them, and hopefully that will push enough damage into the enemy that we can break this up. And we can push forward towards the stone wall. Right, get into square. Yeah, I think the moving the men into the house seemed to work fine. The enemy is being repulsed. Get up to the wall. And then the carbineers will set up in the forest there. The few forces here are about to be surrounded if they don't move. So I'm not entirely sure what the Austrians are thinking here, but the general is in the middle of all of it, all the way up at the wall. And he might just die if he's not careful enough. The Marines send off the Grenzers, melee combat. That Grenzer unit is the last thing that's holding this together. Carbineers, forwards! It's time to send the unit off. Also, I think it's time this artillery held its fire. I feel as though it's probably causing more trouble right now than it's worth. Charge! This unit's probably getting hit by some friendly fire. No, it's actually being hit by the enemy, which are now lining up, firing into us. Come on, charge! I told you to. What are you going for now? The unit's right there. What do you do now? I told you to attack this unit. Now, get in among them! Charge! That's a very strange view. Get this one as the last one. Still standing. And I don't think I need to mobilize anything more than the cavalry. This unit will break pretty quickly as well. Since this is a light unit. Oh, we got another unit coming back. Although it's a Grenzer unit again. And boom. End the battle. Heroic victory. Let's go ahead and save this one. And there we have that. The Battle of Zagreb. We lost 1,000 men now. But we have taken Croatia. And this opens up a road towards the Balkans. As well as it opened up the flank towards the enemy there. This army though, I wished it could... Oh, it actually gets very good replenishment rate. And we get another... we get a college out there. It's because... we get... it's good roads here. That's why we get so... everything going so well here. What should you do then? 15 turns, 15, 30 turns, 8 turns, 15, 8. I guess the 8 is the best we can go for, so it's this. or the metric system. I guess we'll go for metric system. It's probably better than top gallants. Improved range, speed. Yeah. Do I have anything else I want to do? We do not really have time to do that battle we just did and this really big one. But this is gonna be quite a large one. As you can see there's 3 full stacks more or less of enemy units totaling 12,000 men. I don't really have any other moves to make really. This navy needs to be rebuilt before I want to send that out. It needs of course to pick this one up. But they're recruiting these special units, the special Corsican Voltigeurs, so they can probably stay on the island for a bit just to make sure that we get those guys with us. Then what else is there? We need to start thinking about what to do with the British, because I feel as though they're just gonna keep landing armies, and since we got this, we didn't even really fend off the British here, since they are still moving around here. And I feel as though the supply post is in danger. I mean, they already have a quite bad resupply rate here, but it's gonna be even worse if the British raid the supply post. And then we've got this strange Swedish army right here. So it is quite a precarious position we find ourselves in. At least for the sake of Hanover. Hanover could clearly fall if they came with another naval invasion. I mean, we'd barely be able to fend off these guys. Well, quite a lot of these are quite heavily destroyed, but so are we. So it'd be hard to sort of defend this fort once more. Although this unit is really good given the experience that it's achieved. Although there's only 12 men left. Am I recruiting anything here? Yes, I'm recruiting a lot of stuff. We've got the 2 armies here. The Belgian army that I sort of needs to change the build on that. And a lot of these troops needs to get to the front as well. We need more cannons up with Napoleon. And the guards need to get up there. But maybe the rest... what we can do is we can put... I guess we can put this guy back in Paris. And then we put all the units that needs to go forward. And then maybe some of the grenadiers and stuff... and just these fusiliers will stay back and join in with the Belgian army to sort of make up for the fact that they've got so many militia units. So it's actually viable to not only defend Belgium or the Flanders Wallonia territory, but also defend the French homeland. You know what? I did some trading before with these guys. They have the Grand Battery, and I have 2 technologies. Am I researching Grand Battery? Yes, I'm 2 turns away from researching that, so there's no need really to go ahead and... Okay, they have nothing. We need someone that actually has anything. Bavaria, do you have any technologies? No, you don't have anything either. I asked them, these guys then, do you have any technologies? It was really, they have Grand, well, the Grand Battery seems to be the only thing. It's kind of interesting how all the other nations of Europe have Grand Battery except for Napoleon. Top Gallants How about we diamond formation and improve coppering for that? And so the business was concluded. Nice. How come I traded a naval technology from the Swiss Confederation? I could get Grand Battery, but I've already spent so much time on researching it. But if I get that, I would be able to get quite the artillery bonus before this battle. And then I could switch this over to do infantry conscription, or maybe field ambulance. Replenishment rate, if I can increase that, that would be good. So, you know what, let's go to Spain and ask them if we can trade. How about top gallants and poverty control versus Grand Battery? They are our allies, of course, so. And so the business was concluded. France, Spain, do you have anything else? Nope. Did these guys have anything else? No. Technology-wise, I want to see what does the British have technology-wise. Ooh, local guides, quick lime, and rockets. Oh, the Brits have rockets, the bastards. But I have quite a bit of other stuff, like public schooling. Because the British don't like public schooling. National debt. Top gallants, they have, the Brits don't have that. Bottling and canning. Army Corps organization, division of labor, logistics, Grand Battery, and conscription. Huh, interesting. The Austrians, what do they have? They must have, they have nothing really. Nothing that I don't already have. The Russians then, interchangeable parts. Sweden, another enemy. They've got the metric system. In trade unions. But we are hostile, so they probably won't trade me those. But we did get Grand Batteries. Yes, this was the one that did Grand Batteries. We're gonna do then field ambulance. Resupply rate. Brits even already got local guides. I guess they put a lot effort into military stuff. Militia morale for conscription. Percussion caps. Steam locomotive. Complete annexation. Passport. Research rate. Interesting. Trade unions. What does that give? A lot of happiness to the lower classes, but we generate less wealth from industrial buildings and mines. Abolish slavery. Anyways, we managed to secure that. So Napoleon's battery, or Napoleon's, we've got 2 cannons for both those armies. Or in total 5 cannons. It's not a lot for Napoleon's grand army, but hopefully we'll be able to bring up this artillery piece that was very effective in dealing with the British. But we definitely need to reform the army that's supposed to protect France. Anyways, I've talked on a lot here, so I think without further ado, I'll say hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.